Hello, everybody, and welcome. So, how do we know if we're already manifesting our lives? It seems like nothing's happening, or maybe you haven't even tried yet. It starts with the understanding that when we go to sleep at night, there's something called the reticular activating system, the RAS, in our brains that's going to determine what we pay attention to the next day. For instance, if you go to bed, in a lackful state, then you're going to see and notice more things to show you and prove to you that there's lack in your life. And vice versa, you go to bed feeling abundant, you'll notice more abundant things the next morning. But wait, I'm trying to prove to you, how you're already doing this. But so basically, if you wanted to change your world and situations and daily experiences, you would want to go to bed with the more abundant, or if you're desiring wealth or a certain relationship, go to bed in the feeling of that. We were put on this earth to be creators. That's the whole point and reason why we're here, to create the life we want to see, and let God live through our lives experiencing that. All right, so think about this. So think about a time where you bought, maybe a pair of shoes, or for a lot of people, it's a certain car. When you got this new car or new shoes or whatever the item is, we were so excited about it that at nighttime we were still thinking about it. On our way to bed, we were still thinking about it. In the morning when we woke up, we were still thinking about it. In other words, when we're thinking about it and we're feeling the excited feelings and this, that's resetting the RAS in the brain. So the next day you're going to pay attention to more of that thing. So what happens is all of a sudden you start seeing somebody with those same pair of shoes, like you might see several people wearing the exact same pair of shoes that you just bought, or a particular body style of car that you just bought. All of a sudden you're seeing that type of car all over the place. It's because of the fact that when you got it, you were so excited about it. Such a new thing that it was on our minds, before we went to sleep and when we woke up. This is the essence of manifesting. Of course, there's more to it, but in general, you can attract, the law of attraction is what I'm talking about. Is we attract the things in our lives that we're thinking about the most, what we're focusing on the most. That's why Jesus said to turn the other cheek. It's because, if you're always looking at the problems in life, those are the things that are going to multiply. So therefore, you're going to be manifesting more problems, manifesting more situations that prove to you that you can't manifest or whatever. I love y'all. See you in the next one.